Oh, yes, we back, YouTube. Good afternoon. I'm on my lunch break and I'm here for a quickie. They say ask and the door shall be open. Well, guess what? I asked this morning, what did they raid Donald's house for? And the answers have been revealed right after the intro. All right. We are back. Yes, oh Lord. So I just went ahead and took down the video. But this morning, my question was, didn't nobody want to talk about this? Nobody didn't want to talk about it. I mean, I saw a couple of titles and a couple of videos, but I didn't really hear nobody talking about it. Well, they said asking a door shall be open, and baby, they just swung the door wide open. Now, this is what the rumor is on the streets. Okay. The rumor has it that they were over there looking for something that could implicate him from what happened on the 6th. I can't really give full dates and do all of the things, but rumor on the street is that they were trying to find something that would implicate him. You know, there have been so many, it has been alleged and rumored out here on the streets that there have been so many arrests with the deep state, and so many of them are coming down that it almost seemed like maybe they're trying to see if they can get a heads up on who's next. Hey Marie, hey girl, hey, happy Wednesday, my love. Yes, it seems like they trying to get a heads up on who's next. Who's gonna be arrested next? Who's gonna be indicted next? Who's gonna have a date with the rope next? That's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they pretty much know what all of this stuff is coming behind, where it came from, how it started out. They know what's going on. And I think they're trying to, since nobody's really in touch with Donald, right? Donald is completely ostracized from this current political group of folks that we have, right? They hate him so much, they against him, they want to blame him. So nobody's really talking to him. They don't have any communication. They don't know where his head is at, where he's going, what's next, what's coming, who going. They don't know nothing. So deep down in my spirit, I believe when they raided his house, it was to try to get an idea of who was next. How close are they to discovering the truth? How close are they to exposing certain people? See, the blanket spreads far and wide. He played the fifth all day with Letitia James. What? Diddy girl? He ain't finna tell them nothing. He ain't finna talk about nothing. He not finna tell them nothing. And they mad about it and they desperate to find out. Look, what's coming can't be stopped. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody has heard of the wrath of God. Just like a woman scorned, baby, you can't stop it. It is nothing you can do. And it is also rumored that when they seized his house, when they kicked the doors in and went over there, that they took, like, I don't know, 10, 15 boxes worth of documents and stuff. And word on the street is they didn't even read the documents. They don't even really know what they got. They hoping they hit something. And you know what's really interesting? And I just found all of this out a few minutes ago. She said he sure did today. Okay, good looking out, Marie. This is what I found out. He wasn't even at home when they showed up, baby. Now, how much of a punk pussy is that? You gonna come to run up on somebody and take what they got, and you gonna run up when they ain't there because you wasn't bold enough to run up when he was there. Now, how would the Don have found out about it? Easy. Because, see, we got SEALs over there protecting and guarding his property. You understand what I'm saying? These ain't no everyday Joe Blow Secret Service type of dudes. These are SEALs. I don't know if they Navy SEALs, Army SEAls, Air Force. I don't know what kind of SEALs they are, but baby, they SEALs, and they are not to be F with. Do you hear? Let me tell you something. I don't even think y'all understand how real this shit about to get. What's going on, Boss King Anthony? What's up, baby? Thank you for coming through. Listen. Homeboy, it is rumored that one of the SEALs grabbed the phone, hit the 911 for the Don and said, hey, look, dude, they coming. But we ready. We want all the smoke. And said the Don told him, stand down, brother. Stand down. It's all gravy. I got guests on the property. I can't have no bloodshed right now. It'll be bad. Just stand down. Stand down. Let them come on in and do what they got to do. See, when you ain't guilty, you ain't got nothing to be scared of, and you ain't got nothing to run from. You understand what I'm saying? His kids actually answered their questions, but he pled. But this can be used against him. Letitia James don't play. Okay, I don't know who Letitia James is. I'm going to have to look her up. Let me take this snapshot. I'm going to have to look her up and see who she is. I'm going to have to look her up and see who she is. I don't know who she is. They landed in Florida while he was in New York for the deposit. Yes, timing was perfect. It was perfect. It was perfect. But see, again, I asked this morning what they looking for. They hoping to find something so they can try to blame him for what happened on the 6th. They want to try to blame him for what happened. Because they gonna have to do a lot better than that. He said, she said ain't gonna work. Because what he had said was be peaceful. That's what he said was be peaceful. Oops. Santos also knew and didn't give him heads up. Oh, really? Now, see, that's interesting. That's very interesting because, like I said this morning, and again, I had to delete the video, but word on the curb was that they was going to be on the ticket together come 2024. So that's interesting to know. Southern District of New York, she's the real deal, Miss Letitia James. Okay. So is she, what is she, like a prosecuting attorney or district attorney, or what is she? They got more boxes with competition info that he was supposed to turn over, man. Really? Because word on the street was they thought that he may have had documents that he took with him back in 2021 that he wasn't supposed to, allegedly. So this is going to be interesting information. And at the end of the day, whatever they got in them boxes, I bet it ain't what they was looking for. So while they looking for something to try to hold over his head for whatever reason, what they should be looking for is, like I said this morning, a judge to hear that RICO case that he got on Hillary and friends. That's what they should be searching for. They should be searching for the federal judge to hear that case and stop putting judges in the seat and they all recusing themselves. That's what they should be doing. That's what they should be doing. Because at the end of the day, I believe that all of them had their hands in something, somehow, somewhere, some way. But I do believe that the Don is trying to stand for what's right when it comes to the citizens of the United States. And I support his movement. Now, when this thing whole started, I couldn't stand his name, the sight of him. Oh my God, I was sick to my stomach. But after finding out, following, being taught, hand-fed, being presented with receipts and documents and different things, I've come to learn better. I've come to know better. And I have a certain amount of respect for Donald. And I get it. A lot of people don't like him, can't stand him, don't, have nothing good to say about him. And to each his own. I've had people get upset with me when I started to see his vision and see what his mission was and stand behind him. A lot of people got upset with me. A lot of people, left. They didn't want to hear about it. And that's fine. But baby, when that day comes, they're going to wish they had all of the information that they needed. Now, word on the curb was them, I guess those Navy SEALs, I'm not sure, I can't remember. But those SEALs that were guarding his property, baby, they was ready. They was ready to go for broke. Yeah, okay, that's what the word is. They saying on the streets that, baby, the SEALs was ready to put up a fight, and he wasn't even there. How loyal can you be? And he got to stay surrounded by loyal people, because shit, if I didn't know no better, I would say they really didn't want him walking around here no more. That's just my opinion. I could be very, very far off. I don't think so. But yeah, he up there in New York City trying to handle this RICO, this racketeering case, organized crime, and they down here messing around and tearing up his. Listen, they said they got in his place. They couldn't find what they was looking for. Quick. So they got so bad about it. Said, child, they started breaking into the safes in the house. I said, Lord have mercy. Is that a sign of desperation? Is that a sign of desperation? Because see, here's the deal. If I was to find out that my current president, my previous president, no matter how long ago he used to be president, if I found out that he was involved in some shady stuff and he was robbing us to pay Paul, see, the citizens, we're Peter. The citizens of the United States is Peter. If I found out that my current or past former presidents was involved in shady stuff and they was robbing Peter to pay Paul, I would have a problem with it, and I would want him or her dealt with immediately. That don't seem to be the case though around here. I don't know why. Actually, it's a search warrant, not a raid. They knocked on the door. Okay. No one broke through the doors. Okay. They came out with 10 more boxes of papers. Oh, so they got 25 boxes now. 15 plus 10. Okay. Oh, just 10. Oh, 10 more boxes. She said 10 more. Now, here's where it get real ignorant for me. You done went over there, okay? You had your warrant. You knocked on the door. You went in there. You had to break in that safe. Ain't nobody let you in no safe. So you cut that open, blew it open, burnt it open. You broke into that safe. You done went through there. You done scooped up boxes and God knows what kind of stuff you done possibly scooped up, right? Now you done took the stuff out and you taking it back to the main house for review, analysis, interpretation, understanding, so that you can disseminate the information out, or will you be disseminating? See, that's what's really gonna burn my butt. You done went and did all of that. Now what did you get? Because see, if you didn't get what you was looking for, and if you didn't get nothing to incriminate him, we'll never know, because you ain't gonna never stand up and say you wrong. It is my belief they would literally have to go in there and find something that they can incriminate or something that they can put on him. That's the only way they're going to tell it. Otherwise, they're not going to talk about it, and that's my problem. You're always running around here trying to keep secrets, trying to hide behind the bushes and do underhanded stuff, when the reality of it is ain't none of them that's back there signing all of these warrants and doing all the things, ain't none of them got the guts to stand up and talk about what their hands was in. I feel like all of their hands are dirty, and all of them that played a part in the dirty game, some way, somehow. But they'll never admit it. But they would love to sit back there and condemn somebody else who's trying to stop the madness. Frustrates me. Yes, ma'am. He wasn't supposed to take confidential info with him. Those records belong to the archives. Okay. Well, I'm waiting to hear what they found. And if you're going to activate a search warrant on a former president and obtain documents that you feel may have been taken in error, stolen, misused, whatever the case may be, I hope you come out and identify that you found them and what was in them. Because you can't come out here and say that you didn't find nothing, because we're going to be looking at you even more stupid than what we're looking at you now. Because all of y'all are guilty. All of y'all are grabbing for some way to escape a date with the rope. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, baby. All of y'all over there with dirty hands, sooner or later, y'all going to have a date with the rope. Believe that. You're going to have to stand before that military tribunal and speak the real. Now, if he had documents that should have been given back that belonged in the archives, he should have gave them back. Because here's my thing. If he had documents for the archives, it ain't nothing to duplicate them and get the originals back. So I don't think, if he even had these documents that they're looking for, honestly, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or condescending, but the reality of it is, I don't think he would be dumb enough to keep them at the house. Like, I mean, just come on, let's just go on and be real. We're talking about what I'm guessing to be a potential crime. If he took those documents and he wasn't supposed to, he committed a crime. Period, point blank. It ain't no way around it. You can't dance with that. And if you were going to be smart enough to think that you could commit a crime and get away with it, I would definitely want to believe that you would be smart enough to commit the crime and not leave the evidence where you lay your head. Now, that's just on the real. But I mean, hey, they grabbing for straws. They desperate. It's done took you a whole year to get a warrant together to go and get some documents that should have been turned in a year ago. How strange is that? How convenient, however, that the timing that they place it. You place it when he not there, he out of town, he in the middle of that court proceeding. You do it a it's burning slowly to the ground. I wish they would throw some gasoline on it. It's burning slowly to the ground. You can't escape. You can and bring them along with you, but you can't stop what's inevitable. And listen, don't play with kids. Everybody know that's been my stance from day one. Don't do it, please. You think he that stupid? Oh, it's my thing. Okay, there it goes. It's moving now. I was gonna say they got some BBK, but he failed to turn over the rest. Oh, they got some. Oh, child. You know, it's so hard for me to believe them when they're talking, because they done lied so much to us in the past. They've lied to us in the past. It is my belief that they're still lying to us. Y'all, we ain't even got no internet. I'm over here on the 4G. My 5G ain't even kicked in. Ain't that some shit? I'm finna go out here and get a little something. Take y'all with me. Arrogant and narcissistic. I just find it hard for me to give them my attention, because they've lied so much in the past to us. They lie still to us. You can't believe nothing that they say. They never come with receipts. It's just a mess. Hang on, let me grab something real quick. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's hard to fathom. You know, people usually when they're going after somebody, they want you to know why they're going after them, what they did. Honestly, all I've heard people talk about is, oh, he's behind what happened on that day. And I know we all have different opinions and we feel a different way. But the last time I paid attention, he simply said protest in peace. And whether he said protest in peace or go burn it down, you can't hold him responsible for the actions of others. I mean, like for instance, well, they didn't overturn Roe versus Wade, so I can't even use that no more. But before they overturned it, before they overturned Roe versus Wade, you had individual states who were making bills and laws that allowed people to self-terminate a pregnancy, and there be no consequences about it as long as they did not receive any assistance from anyone they did it by themselves. Well, in my book and books for years, right? If you birthed a child, and I mean it came right out of your cooter, he was breathing air, he was crying, peeing, pooping, sweating. He was a human being, right? And in all my years of living, if you willingly and purposely take the life of a human being, it was considered to be murder. Okay? Hey, Benj. Hey, baby. How you doing? Oh, the court just ordered for him to surrender his taxes. Okay, that's good. That's okay. He should. Thank you, Benj. I appreciate you, love. If you took somebody's life, it was considered murder and a crime that you were to be punished for. Now, if it was self-defense, that changed the game a little bit. But all my life, you could not take a person's life unless you were defending your own. These days, they have changed the game to where as long as you're not receiving any help, you can self-terminate a pregnancy with there being no consequences behind it. If the president or whoever gets up on the podium and tell the people to go out and eat up all the cheeseburgers you can eat up, or eat up as much chicken as you can. Let's get rid of all of the chicken. Are we going to then hold it against him when we all become fat, obese, have diabetes, be having heart attacks, unhealthy, insurance going up? Are we going to hold him responsible because we went out there and did it? Now, he didn't tell anybody to do anything. And I mean, I know they say a lot of stuff in code, and I might have missed it. I really don't believe it. I could be wrong. But spending a lot of time, energy, and money talking about what he said to somebody instead of talking about documents and information that was obtained during that situation on that day. I don't see them spending no time. Matter of fact, I see them, wiping a lot of that off the web. But if it was wiped off the web, I guess I can't repeat it right here without having to take the video down. Yes, ma'am. They have to be turned over to the House Committee. Well, it definitely is a distraction. It definitely gives you something else to focus on and to take your focus off of what's more important. For me, what's more important is bringing this information out to the public as quickly as possible. What's more important to me is speeding up the process of handing out these consequences. That's more important to me. What's more important to me is replacing the leaders who have stepped down or been put down with people who are equally yoked in mindset and who all strive to get the same thing, and that's for us to get in the place where we were supposed to be. And let's enter Jasara Nasara ASAP. And the quicker that happens, I think the easier it'll be for us. Because if you really, really think about it, this whole situation between Russia and the Ukraine, I'm sure at some point somebody somewhere was counting on that being the camel that broke the camel's back, but it's not. And again, we have one person to thank for it. They'll never give them credit, but hey, we won't go into that. We'll say that for a different time. One person to thank for it. Now, China is slowly beginning their decline down on Taiwan. I haven't been keeping up with it, so I don't know how bad it is. I'm just so over it. I'm tired of all this chaos. And you know what, Marie? I'm tired of it too, baby. But you know what? We got to stay in the know. We got to follow it, Queen, so that we can stay in tune as to what's right and what's not right. Baby, I think you've shown me definitely from your conversation today that you are in the know, like you're knowing and keeping up with what's going on. So as long as you're like in that know, I don't want to say you're safe, but you're not caught off guard. You know what I'm saying? You better pay your wisdom. I don't think you will be either, Benj. Exactly. Nothing but distractions to take you away from what's about to happen. See now, if they serving warrants and breaking in the safes and doing all the things, so maybe now they got a judge. I need to check. Pacer and see do they have a judge set to see the case. Middlebrooks is still in there. I think now Middlebrooks may be more considered like the the administrative judge. I think he might be the one handing out the cases, but right now Middlebrooks is still over it. But they gotta have somebody, I guess, to hear it. They stepping down so quick I can't even keep up with what they stepping down from. What is it that you were supposed to do that you don't want to do? You don't want to go against Hillary? Is that what it is? Do you have some idea of what's going on? What's in these documents to be presented? Absolutely, you do. You know what? You found out as soon as they gave the case to you. How do you know? Because they had to get a case to you. When they assigned it to you, they brought all of the bullshit, the documents, the boxes, the crates, the binders, the folders. They brought everything. And they have it organized and prioritized when it comes to a law firm, which means the box on top and the folder that was in the red, it could be any color. That's what you read to summarize the whole thing. So he knew from the time the case was filed what was about to come out in the motherfucking documents. Is y'all running scared? Is that what y'all doing? You're right. The sooner the better. Let's get it over. I'm ready. Hit the switch on these mugs. Let's get it. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Sugar. Huh. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. You in Florida? Well, you got it a little bit better. I just was watching a thing the other day that showed how the deaths increase between the states. It was the top 10 states, or the 10 states with the top murder, and they went from 10 up. California, of course, was number one, and I think New York was number two. And then they had some They had some other ones lined up down the line, but yeah. Hey, left-handed. Absolutely not. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, he not going. Well, what crimes you talking about? Let's talk about it. What crimes you talking about, left hand?
Oh my God, that. I mean,
Yeah, cause and like I said, I had to take the video down this morning. But like I said this morning, I feel like all of them done had their hands in the pot somehow, some way. All of their hands is dirty. Ain't nobody walking around with no clean hands around this bitch. I talked about how if you just want to pay attention to the bottom line basics, look at your actors, your actresses, your rappers, your entertainers, your comedians. Look at who's moving from the bottom to the top real fast, quick, and in a hurry. Look who rose to the top and now they done fell back quiet, but they are billionaires, zillionaires. P. Diddy being one of them. But all his shit coming out and just with regular people. God forbid somebody big throw his name out there. Oh, by the way, I think his name is on the list, by the way. Maybe a person could think that, you know what? If I keep all eyes on me, they won't be able to get to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna snatch me up in the middle of a group of people and think ain't nobody gonna ask no questions? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna try to come at me around a crowd of people or anywhere where they think somebody could be? Okay, okay, I'm back. That was my alarm. Sorry about that. It's a number of things because that's Diddy staying out here in the public with this little girl Capricia. What's her name? Young Miami or something. Mm-hmm. He stayed out here in the public eye with her, going back and forth, hosting, showing out, having parties. Who knows? Well, now that tax evasion, if they get him for that tax evasion, that's on him. If his boys wasn't smart enough to keep him under the radar where he don't get jammed up, that's on him, and may he suffer any consequences. Because you can't throw no rocks at your head. But also, like I said earlier too, I know it's so many things that go on in this world, but messing with kids is not one I would ever approve or condone. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. That's not excusable. It's not acceptable, and I'd rather you not be here because they cannot be rehabilitated, in my opinion. And this commentary is protected under fair use for criticism, commenting, teaching, education, etc., etc. You cannot come back from that. You cannot. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Now, when you talking about a 18-year-old and a 60-something-year-old man, that 18-year-old is big enough and of sound mind and body that they can handle themselves accordingly. Whether it's called the police, holler that you've been violated, cry, whatever you want to do. If you 18 messing with a 60-something, that is a different deal. I am talking about babies from infancy up to that shit. Up to 12, really, if you ask me. At least 12. 13 and 14-year-olds, I'm going to side eye you too, depending on how old you are. Because see, what people don't want to acknowledge and speak on the real side of things is how you have 15, 16, 17-year-old girls whose body look like they 21, and they running around here with fake IDs, lying to these men and women about their age. They lying to get in clubs. They lying to get in parties. They going with their friends. They going with the money. They going with the drugs. They going with the men. They going with what? They can handle themselves accordingly, whether they was misdressed or not. They're of sound age and mind. An infant to 12 or 14 is not. I don't care what they body look like. Nope, euthanasia. Put them down. That's right, Marie. Put them down. Put them down. So if that's what we would be blessed with seeing, now you want to talk about depopulation, that's a quick way to get depopulation. If you're guilty of any of that, I don't need no life in prison for you, dog. I don't need to pay no light, water, gas, cable. I don't need to pay for no beans, franks, potato salad, or potato chips. I don't need to pay. I can gas you one time, hit you, whatever we gonna do, we can go on and get you out the way. God bless, rest in peace or hell, whichever one is deemed to fit your nature. Now that's just what it is. Now that would definitely depopulate the world. Now let's go on to the next category, because that category fit men and women, boys and girls. And if you want to add letters and alphabets and prefixes and suffixes and shit to your gender, baby, do what you want to do. Do what make you feel good. Like the good book said, the old Bible said, it's either boys or girls. Anything else in between is just that in between. It's either this or that. Pick a side, bitch. You got to answer. Pick a side. They don't rehab their urges mental, even depot shots. Castration don't work. Oh, wow. See, I used to hear stories of violations and crimes happening in Canada back in the day. And if you were guilty of a crime, they would remove the body part that inflicted the crime or harm. So if you violated someone, it would be castration. If your fingers did something or your hand did something, they would amputate it. You know what I'm saying? If your mouth was, you get what I'm telling you. I heard stories about that growing up. A lot of times these girls trick. Yep. Yep. Exactly, left-handedly. But let me tell you something. If a young girl at the age of 14 and 15 years old got a conversation like the most educated woman you've ever seen and a body like a beast, some way, somehow, at some point in time, you got to know that's not matching. What you're looking at ain't matching with realization. How desperate can you be to take anything? And you know what that dude, that academics dude, they got him on camera saying he don't give a damn what age it is, he's sticking it. I said somebody should have took him out right then, should have erased him right from the earth. What a horrible thing to say. What an even grimier thing to think or have in your mindset. Like, are you kidding me? People sitting right next to you. Yep. Yep. People sitting right next to you. Mm-hmm. So when they come out and start with these accusations, and I was like, how long will it take before somebody comes to the realization it's not what they talking about that's the problem. What they're talking about is to distract you from what's really going on behind the scenes. Some of y'all might have got a whiff of it, but we done erased as much of it as we possibly can, so ain't nobody else gonna be talking about it. It's to distract you from those type of situations. And just like when they start hollering about who was running around out here with Killer Pete, I think I said something along the lines, that would be a good cover or something like that. And then poof, the next thing you know, come to find out if he was Killer Pete and positive, if he was Killer Pete or negative, if he was arrested and under uh, virtual monitoring, ankle bracelets and whatnot, and things of that. The whole damn list came out, and it's like, oh wait, what? Oh, so it was cold. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, no, we ain't got. All listen, all of that ain't necessary. We are not individualized like that, and how dare you try to make us be individualized like that? Okay. Now I love the LGBTQ. I got them in my family. I got friends. I got acquaintances, co-workers, cool with them. They can do some of the best interior decorating, home design, and all things. But when you get to the point to where you want to penalize me because I say I'm a mother and not a parent, we got a problem, because that's something that you can never be if you wasn't born with the God-given parts that He wanted you to have. Okay, my back. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. That was my alarm. Yeah, that's a problem. And I don't have no problem with y'all want to be counted and wanting to be equal and all of that. That's fine. I'm all with it. I support that. But you're going too far. Because see, you want everything that I already have, and I'm speaking to what is applicable to what I'm saying. No one in particular person. If you are trying to live your life as a woman, as a female, and you're doing this, you're dressing, whatever it is that you're doing, you're trying to get what I already have, and you're trying to separate it from what I have and make us two different people. A mother is a mother. It ain't whether you spit them out, whether you adopt them, whether you foster them, whether you stole them, whether you found them. It don't matter. A mother is a mother. When you take care of that child, love and nurture them and get them what they need and try to make them happy, that's a mother. You could be walking around with a third leg, nigga. You a mother if that's what you want to call yourself, and you're doing all of those things. It don't need to be. Oh, it's only for females. Okay. Well, I call myself a female. Okay. Well, I want to be a female, bitch. Okay. Okay. But don't never hold nothing against me, because see, I start feeling like I'm being bullied and harassed. Imagine if all of the biological women started to feel that way. We could shut y'all shit down, and it'll be no longer a fair situation. So just, slow down with some of the shit that y'all doing, because I don't want nobody giving me no ticket or trying to lock me up in jail because I call myself a mother, not a parent. I'm both. I'm a whole bunch of other titles too: sister, auntie, grandma, great grandma, cousin, third cousin, 10th generation. Bitch, I'm a whole bunch of titles. And what? So I don't believe what they say half the time. And if they want to say he did it, Do what you do. Go get your information. Pull your records. Get what you got to do and handle it like y'all been handling in court. And if you owe a fine, fine them. If you owe jail time, give it to them. But let's not stop snatching out all of those evil spirits that are still moving amongst us. Let's not stop that. Let's matter of fact, let's expedite that very quickly. We shouldn't be hindered from where we're going because people are in such a hurry for 2024 to get here. What you in a hurry for? Because the next time that shit may go down so fast, so quick, and in a hurry that everybody lose. Nobody got a fighting chance. And they'll shut it down where you can't go nowhere else. Now, you better stand for something or you'll fall for anything. And they counting on us to fall. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to come on here and get that off my chest real quick. I hope y'all have a good day. I got to get ready to go back to work, y'all. But y'all be blessed. Have a good day. I love y'all. Shout out to all my bosses, my people in the chat. Thank y'all for coming through. Please like the video. I'm going to try to leave it up, see if we can't, get back on track. We're getting there slowly but surely. All right, y'all be sweet.